So my name is Jeff Christner. I lived in Pacifica since 2002 and started cleaning up here at Mussel Rock with the Pacifica Beach Coalition, sort of as a father-son activity, and we've been doing it now for over 10 years. Yeah, Mussel Rock's kind of unique in that it used to be the site of an old landfill. So every once in a while we'll find stuff that erodes out of the landfill. It's also a place that people come and hike, walk their dogs, so you have traditional trash that people leave behind, and then plus some of the stuff that washes up from the ocean. So part of the landfill, there was a landslide probably about 2 years ago now that exposed part of the landfill that is in an area that the city doesn't really acknowledge that the landfill is in. We kind of suspect that it's one of the earlier portions of the landfill. We've not found anything in the section that we explored today past like 1960 or 61. So we think that originally people were maybe dumping stuff there, possibly illegally. Possibly when the dump started out, they started putting things there, but pretty much everything we found is late 1950s. We actually found it sort of by accident and during a regular cleanup, and saw some bottles, went to go explore and find the bottles, and started finding all sorts of other stuff there too. As I was hiking down along the seawall road there, I kind of looked off to my right, and it was an area that I hadn't really explored before. And they stripped away all the vegetation, and I just saw these pair of legs. I immediately knew what they were. I mean, I collect toy Army men and other figures like that, even today. That's one of my hobbies. And I immediately recognized it as some sort of mounted figure, somebody to ride on a horse, because he did not have a base where the 2 feet are connected. Went down there, I got some photos of it, and basically pulled it out, and it turned out to be like a Native American figure.
The thing that gets us excited is tsunami debris from the 2011 Japanese earthquake and tsunami. Now we can't confirm everything, but we found crates, we found like coat hangers, buoys, a ton of different stuff with Japanese writing and barnacles and different wear that we have seen on other pieces of Japanese debris.
We also are champions of the disposable economy, so we have all these 25% of our waste stream, 1/4, it's the largest part of our waste stream, is packaging and containers. The stuff that we just throw away right away. And a lot of that is made of materials that are eternal. So we use it for a minute and then, it lingers for centuries. And that's a huge, who thinks that's a good idea, right? Instant trash and yet lasts forever. That's why we have an ocean plastic pollution problem, and it's why we have difficulty finding utility for things we do try to recycle, because nothing's really designed to be recycled, or very little is designed for. So we have been the leaders in creating that disposable economy.
I pledge to conserve the natural resources of the earth and ocean. To learn more about sea stars. To pick up litter. And to reduce my use of plastics and oil products. I pledge to walk, bike, and carpool more. To drive less. To wear more natural fibers and less polyester. And to always pick up my pet's waste. I pledge to show respect for nature. And all living things. And to use my voice. To speak up for the environment. I want to thank you guys for joining me on
Yeah, I mean it's us and there's some other dedicated people, and I think Mussel Rock, it's a unique place. I mean, it's where the San Andreas Fault goes into the ocean, but it's one of those places that there's always something different or unusual to find, whether it's washing up on the rocks, coming out of the landfill, or something that somebody left behind. It's just it offers the widest variety, and it's challenging. It's not easy to get stuff from the beach back up to the parking lot.
Well, if we don't collect it, if we don't do it, then eventually it's just going to fall right into the ocean and either wash out and hurt the wildlife and the ecosystem of the ocean, or it's going to wash back up onto the rocks. Or so hopefully we can get it before that happens, or else long-term damage can be caused.
I just wish people, just in general, would clean up after themselves. There's a lot of, we still find a lot of like straws and cups and lids and non-reusable water bottles. And I think everybody uses those things, but I think if we can minimize some of the use of that stuff, we'll find it here less and less. And even seeing the part of the landfill that's eroding away in several places, you see stuff that really isn't even used anymore sometimes. So I think it's just important for people to like pick up after themselves, and this is the only planet that we've got. We kind of got to take care of it.